Hey everybody, this is Timo from Padel FYI. Have you ever had any issues with your elbow resulting from Padel? If so, then you're in the right place because today we're going to go over 6 exercises in order to reduce the likelihood of your getting tennis elbow and prevent it from coming back if you're currently experiencing it. So tennis elbow, Padel elbow, or epicondylitis is also called lateral tendinitis. So the tendons are the ligaments connecting our muscles to our bones. If we don't have adequately strong muscles in our elbows and our shoulders, which are overused in Padel, then we'll have nearby bones running up against one another, inflaming, and putting too much stress on the connecting tendons. So the important thing here, in order to reduce this from coming back, is strengthening the muscles. So in this case, the pain usually occurs up here, usually on this side in Padel, maybe on this side if you play golf as well. You want to strengthen the forearm, right? So these 6 exercises should help you to build up that strength that we need in Padel, that maybe we need to train almost as much as we're playing matches. So let's get into those exercises next. So just a couple of things that you'll need for these exercises. First, little dumbbell. I use 2 kilograms, 1 kilogram also should be fine. And a rolled up towel or some other thing that you can kind of ring about and squeeze onto. That'll provide a little bit of feedback. A chair, of course, and a table might also help, but let's just keep it simple, right? Okay, so the first 2 activities we're gonna do are kind of coming in pairs. They're called the wrist extensor and the wrist flexor curls. We're gonna have our dumbbell here, resting our forearm on our knee here. Let our arm kind of sit relaxed and then curl it back slowly. And let's do this about 10 times. All right, that's 10. Let's do about 3 reps of those. I'm gonna go to exercise 2, our wrist flexor curls, where we're just curling it back. Here we're focusing on, let's call this the inner part of the forearm. Before we're focusing on the outside. Okay, 3 sets of 10 reps for each of those should be pretty good. Okay, so we take our rolled up towel, rest our forearms on the table, and do 10-second squeezes. Okay. Do about 10 sets of these, or 10 reps of these. Next couple of exercises come in a bit of a pair as well. I'm gonna call it the flexor and extensor stretches. You probably do this after you play a match. I'm gonna do these for 30 seconds each, taking one hand and bending, pulling those fingers back as far as possible. 30 seconds, man, it feels good. I really like to use a timer for these things because I find that otherwise I lose focus, and some stretches I do way too long, some stretches I do too little. And here we are at 30 seconds. And then I'm just gonna kind of go gonna put that on repeat and just go the other way around. Another 30 seconds. We'll do 3 each side. Take the stress out of your shoulders. Okay. The 5th exercise, so I call this a supinator spin. So we're gonna hold the dumbbell vertically in our hand. Spin to the outside as much as possible, trying to maintain stability, and then bring it back inside as far as we can spin it. Okay, and that is 10. Okay, that's focusing on our supinator. Next we have the towel twist. So make sure to pull our shoulders back, reaching forward, and just wring out this towel 10 sides and 10 times in each side. And we can kind of sit there with the wringing. We're going to be focusing on opposite muscles with the towel on each arm. All right, so those are our 6 exercises to help you strengthen the muscles of your forearm in order to increase stability and reduce the likelihood of epicondylitis or lateral tendonitis. One important thing in addition to consider is the hardness or softness of your racket. Of course, more vibrations of a harder racket will lead to a little bit more irritation and inflammation of your elbow. Secondly, make sure that your grip is the right size for you. Just a quick tip, for example, this grip as it comes standard is too small for me. We want to have at least one finger that fits in between there. I need to find a good angle, but basically this would be too thin. I would need at least 2, let's say 1 or 2 over grips in order for this grip. And different brands have different sizes. So one thing to consider is adding a few over grips, and if you get the right size, you're going to be straining your arm a little bit less in order to hold on to the racket. Things will be a little bit looser, and you'll have less likelihood of inflaming your tendonitis. I hope this was helpful, all. Thank you so much for your support. If you have any suggestions about future videos like this, I'd really like to focus on the health of our sport so we all stay healthy and can continue playing. Let me know what you think. Have a wonderful weekend, and thank you for joining.